so funny because Artosa says if you attack, defend, right? And if you defend, you expand, and if you expand, you attack. Like all these kinds of triangle. Oh, I thought I was back on for a quick second there, but let's introduce our players, Andre, starting in the top right.
In the top right-hand position, as the blue Protoss, we have Slayer's Alicia.
And over in the top left from Team Liquid, we have the Zerg that's up 2-0. Give it up for Liquid Rets. So as I was saying, even though Artosa says when you attack, defend, when you defend, expand, when you expand, attack, it's like when they attack, you drone, and when you defend, you drone, and when you expand, you drone. That's the philosophy of Ret, and he's playing it so well here at NASL, and I couldn't be prouder of him.
Yeah, I mean, everything's super accurate. Everything about that last build, just seeing the robotics facility, understanding that it probably isn't some sort of a mortal bust because of the amount of chrono boost used to begin with. That's the most important thing in the beginning stages. You want to check the forge, the cybernetics core, and the neck side. Those are the 4 things that you always have to keep your eye on, because if you don't, you're in a position where it's like my opponent can be doing something one extreme this way, one extreme that way, and that's a really tough thing to actually receive effectively and efficiently.
And you can see Ret doing almost the same exact thing as before, just trying to avoid any conflict that natural, really wants to get third, but this time Alicia is on top of it, really wants to block this expansion and really give Ret some trouble. Now the big thing Ret's like, okay, I know that this probe is here, I have to keep tabs on it, does not want to lose it to a cannon rush. Very easy to do it on the third.
A little bit different for Alicia. He did go Forge first before going the Nexus, and it doesn't look like there's any sort of threats with that initial probe and cannoning. So he's looking pretty good. 4 Zerglings on the way. He's fine. It's interesting that he didn't go for the initial pylon. I think Ret is really scared of some sort of cannon cheese.
Yeah, I mean, he's just being really safe, and 4 Zerglings is good because that's how you can take down a pylon at a good rate, at just as fast as building HP. It's just a little bit faster. The 4 Zerglings kill it. A great little pick for there from Ret. Now, the big thing is that Alicia, he picked Shakura's Plateau. He's the one who really wants to make something happen, Andre. What kind of styles are really good for Shakura's if you can pull back that far?
Well, mostly it's it's the fact that you can take advantage of this third being so far away and the connecting creep being, obviously really hard to do. So
They're not even about what they see, and they're shouting anyways.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, welcome back, Canada.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. All right, so let's just go with it, baby. Red is smashing face so far. He is obviously droning up. Everything's going his way. The fact that, obviously he didn't get cannon rush in this bottom phase, he's been just super, super safe, and also he's gotten a great scout on his opponent so far. You guys know it. You guys have seen it. Now, look at this Overlord positioning. It's perfect. Watching the 2 assimilators, and he will be able to just run in there ever so slightly to see the Nexus timing as well. This other Overlord is over here to check everything that's going in. Alicia, in the meantime, he's going absolutely standard. I mean, he has to. Robotics facility is slightly earlier, and that's because chrono boosts have been saved up relative to last game.
Yeah, and this is so good, though, but what response is, because he's just been playing a minimalistic style. What can I get away with? He's only made 6 Zergling this entire game, and he's comfortably has 3 bases. Now, Andre, we were talking about it to the people on the stream, and we're talking about it now. It's a little bit difficult to defend that third, but I like the way that Ret uses that queen at the third to connect creep. He doesn't leave it just to the queen at the natural, and now he already kind of has that ability to go between those bases, and you were saying it, mobility is king on this map.
Yes, mobility is the way you pick Zergs apart. It's true in TVZ, it's true in PVZ on Shakura's Plateau. And it's because it's so hard to get all your units from one side to the other. Think if I have a Warp Prism over here and a Warp Prism over here, I have a lot of capabilities, and especially if I have a main army, all of a sudden, I can harass you every which way. And the second you go out of position, boom, I'm going to come in with my main army to just tackle down either your third or your natural.
Rhett got a lot of good information when he poked up the ramp, saw the chrono-boosted robotics facility as well as that forge burning that +1 as fast as it can. You can see that Rhett also has everything pretty much lined up, starting that +1. Now we can see that Alicia drops a really quick robotics bay. This is something that he's been changing up a little bit, leaning away from those really quick immortals and expands. And Alicia trying to drop with the Warp Prism as well, but he's not going for the ramp, he's going for the middle line.
Going for the drones. These drones need to get out of here. Oh! There's a little slit that actually lets him out. Most of the drones get out, not even a single drone going down here.
Yeah, and you can see that Alicia does manage to get some drone kills. At least he kept the sentries alive, though, so that was a fantastic job. You can see the Roaches are now trying to fight immediately, and look at that. Alicia saves every single one of them, trying to save that Warp Prism. Ooh, that was very dangerously close. Now the Zealots there to work on the Queen, does manage to pick off one of them. And meanwhile, we see at the third, Alicia also trying to run Zealots in and pick off drones. This is what Alicia wants to do. We're talking about being everywhere and mobility. But Rhett has been defending very nicely. He did lose 4 drones, but then it's 4 drones.
Yeah, 4 drones. So let's go ahead and look at the income tab. 64-48. Are you kidding me, Rhett? You are absolutely the king of drones. And from here, there's just one clear Immortal Colossus push timing. There's different variations of this. Sometimes you include the Colossus, sometimes you don't. It looks like Alicia obviously is going to probably go for 3 Colossus before he actually pushes out. And that gives, let me tell you, that gives Rhett so much time to actually react to this. Now, he's not getting the Spire out, and it's because I think Immortals are the more in style right now. So that could actually potentially hurt him quite a bit, but it could just be that Rhett just has so much stuff that it doesn't matter how many Colossus he has.
Oh, over in the main, Andre, we see another drop, and this time a lot more drone kills, and Alicia really just trying to harass his way and buy time so that he can get the Colossus count to a pretty respectable number before he pushes. You see Alicia does manage to pick off a lot more drones this time. Now it's starting to just keep Rhett in check and say, you know what, if you want to really try to drone up or try to make some units, at least use some of your larvae for drones.
Yeah, most definitely. Very nicely done by Rhett. What great micro. Now, it's important to note, these Zerglings and the Roaches are here just for a counterattack, for a backstab. He's assuming that his opponent, well, he knows his opponent is doing a 2-base all-in. You can see there's a Zergling over here and over here, the 2 main spots where expansion can be for Protoss. As soon as he sees just a glimpse of the units, he's going to wait like 5 or 10 seconds and just run in with all of his units, probably spine up like crazy, and then just try to receive the incoming push very efficiently. Or he's not going to do that at all.
Alicia sees that with the Warp Prism, and so I'd rather not get trapped there. You can see that there's not too much other units besides Sentries and Colossus, a couple Immortals and a couple of Stalkers, and now Alicia's starting to add it on. Really going for this powerful timing. He only has +1/+1 though. And you can see that Rhett is trying to prepare himself. He is almost max, so Rhett is almost as prepared as he could possibly be. But the positioning of Alicia would be so key if he can utilize these chokes in Shakura's Plateau. He doesn't want to engage too far in the open. But you see Rhett has a lot of Roaches in position if he wants to go for a flank.
Oh no, Rhett's giving up a lot of position here if he gets to the top of the ramp. But no, he gets a great surround! Gets all the sentries! My god, half the sentries being taken out there. But still, Rhett is in a tough position. 4 Seals are going to go down there, but he has 2 sentries that are very well equipped to stop all of these Roaches from coming up.
The Colossus is doing massive amounts of damage. The Warp Prism also warping in units, and Rhett now
my
finds
god.
an entry.
Oh, he let too many units in. Colossus goes down! And I don't think he's actually going to get as much up there. Oh, unfortunate for Rhett. He had the material, he just could not get the positioning.
Well, there's no more sentry energy left. It's pretty much just raw units, so now Rhett can just pretty much fight, but he lost a huge amount of units trying to force his way up the ramp, and now Rhett has lost his natural. Drones are also dropping as well. This is the position that Alicia wanted, and he saved just enough sentries. Rhett's supply is dropping, even though he was almost max. The might of the Colossi, 28 kills and 20 kills apiece for both of those Colossi.
Yeah, unfortunate. I mean, with that natural position, The force fields are too strong. GG gets called out, and Alicia will take his first win in this best of 9 series.
Best of 7.
7, I'm sorry.
Alicia finally can get that monkey off his back, because going down 0-3 is so much harder than 2-1, just because you can't lose. You just have to win 4 straight games against one of the best Zergs at this tournament.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's just kind of like a reality check, though, because Red says, okay, this is how far I've been pushing I can get away with, and now he knows. But Shakur's Plateau was one of the few maps that I think really help Alicia's style out, because we have maps like Daybreak, Dual Sight, Belshir, all these maps left that Red can really take advantage of.
Yeah, I think Shakur's Plateau, no matter what, is the Protoss map that you want to win against Zergs. If you don't, it's a really critical hit to you, in my opinion. But that being said, our next map for today is going to be Daybreak. So when we come back, more Alicia versus Red action. Don't go anywhere. More NASL Season 3 Grand Finals action after this.
Take it away, DJ.